What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. Eating some white rice, a couple chicken breasts, broccoli, some lemon. So I'm getting in my protein, a little bit of fat, and my carbs from the rice. With the topic of food, if you're an athlete in the off season and you're trying to gain weight or you're trying to lose weight, depending on your certain goals and your needs to perform the best you can for the team, just remember you could do this cheaply. If you're off campus, you can do it cheaply. If you're on campus, it's even easier because the food's getting made for you. You just got to pick and choose what you're going to eat. And, it's not always the greatest. So it could get old. You could be doing it repetitively and get tired of the food. Do your best to be creative with it and add stuff that make it flavorful. But the biggest thing there is consistency and doing it all the time, because you're not doing it for you. You're doing it for your team. You're doing it so you can optimize your performance. You're doing it because you love the sport that you play. And just in general, if you're trying to gain weight, you can do it pretty shitty by eating bad food, right? If you're eating more calories than your body requires, you're going to gain weight. If you're eating less calories than your body requires, you're going to lose weight. So you can do that with shitty food. I'm not recommending it because your body might feel sluggish. You might feel like shit, unless you're already eating that way and you don't notice a difference. But just think about the long-term effects of eating shitty food. Now, you can do it a quality way, or you can have a balance in between, because you are an athlete. You are doing a lot of physical activity, so you can get away with some of that stuff. But I just want you guys to recognize that as an athlete, a lot of you may be trying to just maintain your weight. You're not even thinking about your weight. You just do a lot of physical activity. You love playing sports. So what I want you to do is try to think about it a little bit. Think about what you're eating. Try tracking your food and taking that in to have a little more of a consciousness of like, okay, I've been eating a lot of cereal, probably way more than I should. Let me throw some chicken in the mix, or some steak, or more vegetables, anything that gets you, in terms of your energy levels, raising that up so that when you're in the gym or you're on the field, you can perform better. Also, the good thing about tracking your calories is if you're in a calorie deficit, you might not realize you are, and you don't understand why you're losing weight, or you're just weaker. You could be losing lean body mass in terms of your muscle. So you don't want that to happen, especially if the season's approaching. So a big key for that is, if you're tracking your calories, you might realize that you don't take in a lot of protein at all, and you're in a calorie deficit. So if that happens, you're going to be losing muscle and losing weight overall. So now you don't have as much force behind your punch, or whatever sport you're playing. Or you might realize you're gaining weight, you don't know why, and you're not gaining muscle mass, you're gaining a lot of fat. Maybe on training days, you're not taking in a lot of carbs, but you're taking in a ton of fat. And we know the body requires more carbs on those days, and your protein's down. Everything could be all mixed around. So if you start to track for a little bit, you'll have a better idea of where you are in terms of your normal diet, and then you could fluctuate things from there. If tracking works for you, you could do it every day. But I recommend doing it for a couple weeks just to kind of see where you are as an athlete with your diets, mix in with your physical activity, what you need to improve performance, to maintain, or to lose weight. I really recommend tracking that stuff. And if you have questions about that, feel free to message me on Instagram. I'm at Intangible Baseball on Instagram, Intangible Ball on Twitter, and obviously on the YouTube channel. In the comments, if you guys like this video, you want more about your nutrition, because I know they're not telling you about this at school, especially not at the smaller schools where it's hard for you to find information. It's hard for you to get quality resources. So let me know if you have any questions. If you like this video, if you want more videos like this, just put it in the comments, and I'll do my best to keep chugging it out there.